Okay, so I've currently got a Spimmy project that I'm helping out a buddy with, and I just wanted to make a quick video on what is required to make a Spimmy. So there's not very many videos out there that I've noticed on, like how to make one, and all of the websites that are old tend to be older, or you have to use the Wayback Machine to use them or to even view them. So the key components to making a Spimmy is you're going to need an older, like, spider body. It needs to be like the original style one, not the newer one with the balance valve and all that crap. You need like the Electra with eye and earlier. So it needs to have, the valve with the pin in it here, and just like a regular old spider. It can be whatever type of body you want. If you want to make it super easy for yourself, get the Electra with eye. That way the eyes are already, drilled for you, because I've done one and it was an absolute pain in the butt to drill for the eyes. But it's possible. So you're going to need one of those bodies. You're going to need the valve screw, the valve retaining screw for it. And you are going to need a spider feed neck. And of course, it's spider threaded, so you'll need a spider barrel. That's all you need from the spider part of it. What you're going to need from Timmy parts is you're going to either need any type of Timmy ram sleeve. It's going to be 2K2 or 2K5. Or no, not 2K5, 2K2 to 2K3. So I suggest 2K2 or 2K5. I suggest 2K5. The Gen 3 poppets are much better. Most RAMs will fit in, older RAMs and newer RAMs. You just have to match it with the back cap. So you're going to need Timmy RAM. Hybrid RAM caps are really, really good. And just a regular Gen 3 spike RAM is good. But, if you have a good combo, that works. If you're wanting to use a 2K5 front block, you're going to need to drill out this screw and tap it for a set screw, because the 2K5 blocks aren't held in with this kind of screw here. So honestly, I know a lot of people hate these evil front blocks because of this right here, because it's specific. They've worked for me in the past, and you can still get these for dirt cheap, and you can, I believe in some spots, you can still get them brand new. They work great, and all you have to do is just find the right screw and just pop it in there and just screw it down. That's it. And, other than the gauge being on this side, it's practically a 2K5 front block in terms of looks and everything. You're going to need a 2K2 bolt, because the spider body kind of has the same dimensions like an older Timmy. So you have to have a 2K2 bolt. You can't have a Gen 3 bolt. You have to have specifically the older Intimidator bolt. Shock Tech one, whatever. The stock one works really good. Great, O-rings, none of that O-ringless bull crap. You're going to need a frame, 2K2 frame or 2K5 frame. It doesn't matter on that. Noid, same thing. You can use an older one. Honestly, I really like the feel of the 2K5. Some people like 2K2 feels to it. It's all really preference. And then, the rest of it, ASA, LPR. Seems like all LPRs kind of fit all the same front blocks. HPR, you're going to need a board. You're going to need your hose barbs and your hoses. Pretty much everything from a Timmy other than the spider body, the feed neck, the barrel, and this valve screw. You're going to need everything else Timmy. This works without any modifications to the spider body. Otherwise, you're going to have to modify this body to fit a 2K5 block. So there's that. Now, in order to modify this, you are going to have to, if you have a top cocking body like this Electra body here, you are going to have to slot, I'm trying to do this with one hand, here. So how the bolt comes in here, you are going to have to slot this all the way to the front here to match the depth of this right here. So you need to slot that all the way forward, and you need to make it wide enough so that this bolt pin can fit through here. That's pretty easy. You can do that with a Dremel, you can do it with Dremel and files, that's pretty easy. I believe with a 2K2 frame, because they're a lot taller, you don't necessarily need to mill out all of this here, but you will need to drill a hole for this front barb on the ram sleeve here. You can just use a drill and make it a little bit bigger so that you can get that in there. This is a non-reversible modification. You will never be able to use it as a spider ever again. Just note that. Kingman bodies tend to have a softer aluminum, I've noticed. So, yeah. If you go with this Electra with eye, you can use spider slash, Timmy detents with the eye covers. So it helps out a lot in terms of that, since it's already drilled for eyes. If you don't want to, you can run them blind if you're into that. But if you're wanting to run a 2K5 frame, you are going to have to mill out pretty much what I've drawn out here. You're going to need to mill out all of this because the board kind of fits up into where the ram sleeve is in here. Just don't want to have to worry about trying to jam the O-rings in there, but the board kind of goes up and almost touches the ram sleeve on the bottom. The ram would be like that. So you have to mill pretty much all the way out to here and then back there. You also are going to need either a mill or a drill press. I would really suggest a drill press. You can do it with a hand drill. It's going to be a nightmare. It's not going to be as accurate. Currently, I kind of have my CNC machine set up in a jank way so that I can set the body here and clamp it down and use an end mill and get it straight and do it right. I can just jog it back and forth because I don't actually have a mill. So that's how I do it. I will try to get a view of me milling it. It's going to be very loud, so I will mute it. But that is essentially what is entailed on to building a Spimmy. You need the body, feed neck, and barrel. And the valve retaining screw are what you're going to need specifically from Spider. Everything else is going to be Intimidator parts. And if you don't want to modify the body and figure out how to do that, just get a 2K2 front block or one of these evil front blocks because they're dirt cheap and people practically give them away. 2K2 front blocks work as well because they also use this retaining screw here. Yeah, you're honestly 2K5 besides the front block, best way to go for it. You can find these beauty rings because these will stick out about that far on the back of the body, and these will just go over the end like that and cover it. I have modeled these and I can print them if you ask me. I'm going to work on possibly milling these out of aluminum too. So that's a work in progress, but I can 3D print these. So yeah, hopefully I will have some video of me doing some milling on here. If not, that is what is entailed. You just need to mill out this slot here and this slot here for 2K5, or you just need to drill the hole right there for that so that a 2K2 frame can fit on there. then you just build it like an ordinary Timmy. Slide this into here and use the valve retaining screw to have the ram sleeve held in there. Put on your barbs on both ends here, and then you slide your ram in, put your ram cap on, you put your poppet in the front here, onto that, poppet spring. This goes on here like that. You hold it, you clamp it down with that. And, you put your bolt in here, matched with the valve or matched with the ram, and you put your frame on, and get it going. That's all it really is. All you're doing is essentially making a Timmy with a spider body. That's about it. If you have any questions. So here is it done. I wasn't able to get video of me actually milling it, but I got the top slot done for the bolts, and I was able to get the bottom slot for a 2K5 frame done. It doesn't really matter for 2K2 to be in this or anything. It mounts all up and everything, but it should be, it's just a lot of extra work. If you're going to only use a 2K2 frame, you don't need to do this because the board goes up into this area and like almost touches the sleeve, the ram sleeve. So yeah, that's really all that is required in terms of modification of the body if it's already drilled for eyes from Kingman. If it's not drilled for eyes from Kingman, then you have to go through the arduous process of getting eye covers, or whatever type of eye covers you want to go with. You go with a 2K2 eye cover, and on this body specifically, you need to grind on the eye covers flat. The part on like how older spiders are kind of like two tubes that have more of an indent in here. You need to grind a flat on the eye cover. Then you need to drill the hole for the eye cover, and then drill an eye hole for the eyes, and then you need to grind a slot into the body so that the eye can be routed into it. And that's what I had to do with my 2K4 or 2004 Electra, the black fade with the highlights on it that didn't have the eye on it. That's what I had to do. And I had to glue the detents into the eye covers. But yeah, this is ready to be put together. Send it off back to my friend, and you can do whatever he wants with it. If you do this slot, I suggest adding leaving a little bit more meat here. I cut a little close, but it's all good. Yeah. And that's it. That's all you really need.